Welcome to another podcast with Protan. Today we're going to talk about our history and our ownership. Protan is a family-owned business, and today 3 siblings are owning the company. They are third generation, and I am very lucky to be joined by 2 of them here today, Elisabeth and Morten. They are the Ameln family that owns us, and today we're going to talk about their history with Protan and their values and how they look upon the business. So first and foremost, welcome Elisabeth, welcome Morten.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here in the Protan sofa, our podcast studio. So first, let us go back, and I would really like to learn what your first memories of Protan is.
Protan has always been a part of our family. I think our grandfather worked here, our father worked here, and I think he started when I was like 1 year old or something. So it's always been a part of sort of the dinner discussions. Whenever we were sort of traveling, we were meeting customers. So it was very important for our father, so it was a very big part of our family life in a way.
Protan was the biggest producer of flooring in Norway until 1981, when the company sold the flooring division to a Swedish company. But in the flooring period, they used a lot of glue, and we had the reclamation of on the glue side, and as to comfort Protan as a customer, we received a big basket of chocolate for Christmas from the supplier, and it was not a small basket, it was an enormous big basket of chocolate. So that was in the 1970s.
But your father, Håkon, he was the CEO here for something like 26 years and has been a really decisive figure, industrial leader. What's your sort of impression of him as an entrepreneur, as an industrial leader?
I think he was extremely open-minded and very curious, respected all kinds of people, and he loved people. He knew all their names, their mothers' names, how many kids they had, and he was sort of treating everyone equally, no matter where you sort of came from. And I remember when we had summer jobs in the factory, there was in the canteen there was one director's table and tables for the rest of the employees, and he never sat on the director's table. He was always sitting among the other workers. So very equally pointed kind of person. So.
Some really good values there. It's great to hear, actually.
And Elisabeth and I, we are so happy that we have had our father as a boss at home, but also at work. So I worked in the company for 11 years, responsible for the roofing business in Norway, including contracting, and Elisabeth was purchasing director. So it wasn't always easy to to have one boss at home and one boss here.
I think when we grew up, we were 3 siblings, and I think Protan was number 4, and definitely the sibling that got most attention. So definitely part of the family.
The most important thing is that the company develops in a good way. You can say the family and personal interest should never be in conflict with that the company is developing. So the main focus should always be how can you develop the company and set the company's interests first. I think that's very important.
Yeah. If we look at the past 5 to 10 years of Protan's history, what would you say are the most important, most decisive developments the company have done in this period?
That the company has moved from being a Scandinavian player to be an international player. That we have gone into all these big European markets and have production facilities in Poland and Turkey.
For me, it's nice to think that we can have a Norwegian company that has international presence in many countries in Europe and also in other parts of the world, based in Drammen, which I think is quite it's a good thing to think about.
Really fascinating. But let's travel around the global organization of Protan. If we did that and asked people, what is the one thing you would like our colleagues or partners or customers to say about Protan?
Protan should be sort of the expert on membranes. So we should be known for a qualified company. We have a lot of technical knowledge. I think that's very important. And then I think we should be known for being a company that sort of cares about employees, cares about customers, cares about suppliers, and also that we are a company that we can make quick decisions, not so much bureaucracy, and adapt to sort of changing circumstances.
What are your hopes of Protan?
That we are high profitable, that we are growing, that we have the same good people as we have, that people have fun in their daily work life, and that will still be one of the bigger players in our markets.
If there was one thing our employees should understand about our culture or the ownership of Protan, what would you wish that to be?
Long term.
That we are sort of flexible in during changing circumstances, and that we are caring about the employees, customers, and suppliers. I think is the most important thing.
All right. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you.
I truly enjoyed it, and for you listeners out there, this hopefully was an attractive and interesting story for you as well. It's the family legacy of Protan is an impressive one. On a personal note, that was also one of the things that attracted me to the company. So with that, I thank you, Morten. I thank you, Elisabeth, and my best regards to Sabine, your third sibling that wasn't here today, but is certainly part of the ownership as well. So thank you very much. And to our listeners, hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon. Thank you.